Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. Prince Albert police are renewing calls for public assistance in a historical homicide. On July 13th, 2018, police responded to a man down in a yard near 6th Avenue East and 20th Street. The man, identified as Jordan Valentine, was pronounced dead at the scene. His death has been determined a homicide, and Prince Albert police continue to investigate. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. RCMP are looking for a man accused of abducting a woman earlier today. 31-year-old Kevin Ross Watt is charged with kidnapping with a firearm and failing to comply with an undertaking condition. He's wanted after a 30-year-old woman was taken from a home near Makwa Lake just before 1 o'clock this morning. She has since been found, but police are still looking for Kevin Watt, who may be driving a 2009 Chevy Impala that has a damaged windshield and front bumper. Anyone who knows where he is should contact RCMP. A routine vehicle check resulted in 4 people being arrested and a sawed-off shotgun seized by Corman Park police. Officers were called to check on a suspicious vehicle on Highway 5 near the Patience Lake Mine a little after 1 p.m. Sunday. The driver was found to be impaired, and a search of the vehicle revealed a sawed-off 12-gauge shotgun on the floor of the vehicle. 4 occupants were arrested. A 50-year-old man claimed ownership of the firearm and faces multiple charges. He was remanded into custody until he appears before a hearing officer. The driver had his license suspended and the vehicle was impounded. Corman Park police remind residents to trust their instincts and call it in if they see a vehicle or activity that looks out of place. A 62-year-old man has died after 2 motorcycles collided near Battleford. The crash happened on Saturday afternoon just after 5 o'clock. RCMP say one of the riders was declared dead at the scene. He's been identified as a man from North Battleford. The second rider was taken to hospital with what are believed to be non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators are still trying to find out what led to the collision. More storms, Jeff, more swirling clouds, more of all of that stuff over the weekend.
Yes, we certainly had an unsettled situation, and if it wasn't unsettled, it was just so darn hot. Yes, we are keeping our eye on, actually things are relatively calm for a day or so. We've got right now just a little something slashing up through Montana, through southwestern Saskatchewan and into Manitoba. All of this, that's just ground clutter that's so hot that the radar gets a little mixed up. Then we can tell you that we do expect to see a little bit of another low sort of developing, and we may see the return of some showers. To where in the province? Well, we'll tell you that later on.
The Waldheim community is cleaning up after a tornado came through the area on Friday evening. While no people were injured, many buildings and trees were damaged as a result of the storm, in addition to several power lines needing to be replaced. According to the Northern Tornadoes Project, the community experienced a supercell tornado with a strong rotation that was responsible for much of the damage. The local RM office and several homes are dealing with damaged roofs, but the Waldheim mayor says the community has banded together to help clean up.
It has been stressful, especially for those people that have been hit a little bit harder than others. But I've been really proud of the community. They've stepped up, and within an hour you could hear the chainsaws starting up, and you could all over town they were wherever the issues were.
After the community lost power during Friday's storm, it has since been restored. A wide range of SaskTel customers in East Central Saskatchewan were without services today due to recent storms. This morning, SaskTel announced an outage affecting wireless service for customers in and around the Prince Albert area. The 14 affected communities include Carrot River East, Murphy Creek, Crooked River, Red Earth, Belle Plaine, Arborfield, and Ridgedale. SaskTel also says an Internet, Max TV, and home phone outage was affecting customers in the Red Earth and Carrot River areas. You can check the SaskTel website for updates. The province is getting recognition for its efforts to improve accessibility in government buildings. The Sturdy Stone building in Saskatoon was given the Rick Hansen Foundation Accessibility Certification. It highlights the work done to remove barriers and increase accessibility to buildings. The Sturdy Stone had upgrades including emergency signage, audio-visual fire alarms, and evacuation and muster point signage. The minister responsible for Sask Builds and Procurement says the certification underscores the government's efforts to make public buildings welcoming to everyone.
We are committed to continuously improving our buildings so that every Saskatchewan resident can access government services in a safe, welcoming, and barrier-free environment.
This is the fourth Government of Saskatchewan executive building to have achieved Rick Hansen Foundation Accessibility Certification. A homelessness advocate who helps people living on the streets of Saskatoon says she doesn't see an end to the worsening problem. Fran Forsberg and a group of volunteers meet near 20th Street and Avenue P every Sunday to hand out meals, water, and clothing for those who need it. She says in the heat yesterday, they handed out 600 bottles of water in 1 hour. Over 4 Sundays in June, the group handed out over 2,000 meals. She says volunteers are doing this with their own money or from modest donations, and the province isn't answering her calls to help out. The province says it is working to get people into shelters and treatment spaces and eventually into temporary or stable housing.
It's just getting worse and worse. I see nothing, no end in sight, and the government needs to step out.
Social Services Minister Terry Jensen says his ministry works with all service providers to track programming and outcomes to better guide future decisions. Saskatoon was the host to its first ever inclusive challenge for athletes of all ages and abilities on the weekend. Spinal Cord Injury Saskatchewan and the Saskatchewan Wheelchair Sports Association partnered to hold the Adapted Race, an event designed to maximize efficiency. Athletes competed in teams on a range of activities in a timed circuit, and the top 3 teams were awarded a prize.
There's not always the most amount of things to do if you're disabled. Finding accessible recreational activities can be harder. So the more that we have, I think the more it'll grow, because if you create one event, then people might get an idea and something could spin off from that.
After the success of this year's Adapted Race, organizers are planning to make it a yearly tradition in Saskatoon. When we come back, the Snowbirds host their final hometown show in Moose Jaw before the extended pause. Find out where they'll fly one more time before the fleet is updated. Saskatoon will have another chance to see the Snowbirds before they are grounded for what will likely be several years. They're doing a flyover tomorrow before the team pays a visit to the Aviation Museum for a public event. On Saturday, they held their last hometown show in Moose Jaw. Damian Smith was there.
So I'm looking forward to finally see the planes just take off.
It's a bittersweet day for 9-year-old Zachary Slater, whose love for aviation was inspired by his grandfather, who was a pilot.
They're just cool the way that they just invented in 1903 when someone decided that we needed a new way to travel.
He's among a massive crowd braving the heat at the Moose Jaw Municipal Airport for the last public performance by the Canadian Forces Snowbirds in front of their hometown crowd, at least for the foreseeable future.
It's important just to be out here and support the team. Just showing how much the team means to not only the people of Moose Jaw, but the people of Saskatchewan and Canada as a whole.
In May, the federal government announced that the Snowbirds will be temporarily grounded until at least the early 2030s after the 2026 season to allow the team's aging Tudor jets to be retired and replaced. The Moose Jaw show selling out in short time following the announcement.
I think there's some extra nostalgia here that this may be the last show for quite some time and potentially the last time to see the Snowbirds officially out of Moose Jaw. The
Snowbirds have been based out of 15-wing Moose Jaw for 55 years, forming in 1971.
Part of Moose Jaw's story being home of the Snowbirds, so it's a piece of our family that's going to be missing for quite some time.
As several local efforts play out to keep the team flying past the planned pause, whatever the future looks like for the Snowbirds, the Moose Jaw community will be keeping its eye on the sky, waiting for their next chance to see their hometown team. Damian Smith, CTV News, near Moose Jaw.
In Melville, the community turned out a huge show of support for 2 officers who were shot while on duty last month. Virginia DeClute has more on the barbecue and the fundraiser.
Hundreds showed up in Melville to express their support for 2 Mounties who were shot while responding to a call in their community last month. What started as a dispute between two neighbors escalated to a man shooting at the officers, leaving them with serious injuries.
We don't have a high crime rate. I think just like any other community, we have that kind of stuff. So this event, and tragic as it was, is an anomaly for our community. It's not the normal. And so I think it really shocked people.
To support the injured Mounties and their families, residents organized a barbecue and silent auction. The strong support coming from Melville and beyond.
We just want to make sure that we're here to support the people who keep us safe in our community.
He traveled from Regina and stopped at the event en route to Yorkton. There were visitors from nearby communities like Langenberg and Ituna, but also from as far as Cambridge, Ontario.
They're coming from everywhere. We've had obviously fire departments from all over the place, different RCMP detachments, highway patrol, conservation, you name it, from everywhere.
Local first responders were spotted helping with the barbecue, serving hamburgers to a line that kept growing despite the heat. Those looking to cool down inside the CN Community Center could bid on more than 200 items.
When you go inside and look at the displays and the amount of people, what they've donated from literally across the country, it is so heartwarming to see.
All proceeds from the event will go to the two injured officers and their families.
Despite the grim circumstances that brought people out here today, the event was filled with gratitude and solidarity and a clear message that the community stands behind its RCMP officers. Ruzina Declut, CTV News, Melville.
After a short break, Jeff will break down the week of weather, and Germany cracks down on absenteeism without a doctor's note. Could similar changes be headed to Canada? All right, Jeff, you're going to explain this phenomenon in a little bit, but it looks like somebody turned their hose to the jet spray setting and then just turned it on all the air. So tell us what that's all about.
Hey, look, all I know is that we've got ourselves some really hot conditions, and we had hot and humid situations as we rolled into our weekend. But the good news is, John, things are calming down for a little bit. We're getting back to more seasonal temperatures. The big heat dome that was anchored a bit more on the westerly side of the United States, sliding not a lot, but a little bit to the east. And as it does that, certainly parts of Ontario and Quebec and ultimately some parts of Atlantic Canada are going to feel the impact of that. But basically what's happening is that, you know, you can sort of see the edge of the heat dome here, where you see these storms there on the edge of the heat dome, and they're moving along there. So yeah, that's where the heat dome is really impacting many parts of Canada and the United States. But that's what's going on there. Let's take a look at our futurecast. Futurecast really indicating relatively light winds. You see these pressure lines staying fairly far apart. We do have a couple of rounds of instability or unstable air sort of sliding through, particularly southern parts of Saskatchewan, maybe a little something up in the far north, but all in all, not much in the way of active weather for the next little while. And when I say little while, I mean a couple of days. 9 degrees for Spiritwood overnight, 10 in the Battlefords, 11 for the overnight temperature in Candle Lake. Birch Hill's partly cloudy and 11 degrees, 11 in Rostern, and 12 degrees is the expected temperatures overnight tonight in Nipawin and Melfort. Moving on to Tuesday, well, here you go, back to more seasonal conditions as opposed to brutally hot. Mainly sunny and 25 in Spiritwood, 26 in the Battlefords, mainly sunny and 26 in Candle Lake. A bit more cloud, but still around that 26-degree mark, and that's true of Birch Hills and Rostern. 27 with mainly sunny skies in Nipawin, and Melfort mainly cloudy and 26 degrees. So temperatures at or slightly above seasonal values for those locations. Now, let's take a look at Prince Albert. We've got ourselves 10 degrees for an overnight temperature, mainly clear skies, so not much way in the cloud cover. The wind's back off tonight as well. And then as we roll into Tuesday, we've got ourselves 26 degrees, so pretty much seasonal, maybe just a hair above that, but mainly sunny skies and not much in the way of wind, so pretty pleasant Tuesday shaping up. And then as we take a look at Wednesday, mainly cloudy and 26, mainly cloudy with 24 on Thursday, but then Friday and Saturday jumping up to 28 degrees, mainly sunny on Friday and more clouds on Saturday. Sunday, mainly sunny and 26. And then 1 week from today, cloudy conditions and a slight, ever so slight chance of showers and a high of 23.
Probably going to want to go out and water your plants if that's the case.
I think you're gonna. I think a lot of, even though we got a lot of rain, you know, plants will start to dry out. So yeah, I think if you've got some plants outdoors with flowers or hedges or whatever you might have, it'd be a good idea to get them a little bit of a drink.
Did you ever use it with that jet setting on your plants, and then you kind of just cut them down like trees?
Not for a long time. Not for a long time. But yes, it does work. It is the magic of physics.
There you go. All right, Jeff. Well, the Saskatchewan Roughriders are heading into their bye on a high after a convincing 38-7 win over Hamilton last night.
Saskatchewan sends 4. Dolagala picked off just inside the 5 by Woods. And Woods is going to take it back to the 30. Look at him go. Woods to the 50.
The Riders' defense forced 4 turnovers last night, including this Josh Woods interception taken back 107 yards for a touchdown. Hamilton was without Bo Levi Mitchell, so former Rider Jake Dolagala got the start for the Tiger Cats. The Riders entered this week near the bottom of the league in turnovers, but they scored 27 points off of turnovers last night. After the break, the Riders will host Edmonton July 23rd at Mosaic Stadium. Another Saskatchewan baseball player has been drafted to the big leagues as Saskatoon Berries alum Carter Beck heard his name called Saturday.
With the 26th pick of the 2026 MLB draft, the Atlanta Braves select Carter Beck, an outfielder from Indiana State University.
Beck was chosen 26th overall by the Atlanta Braves, the product of Carnduff, played the last 2 seasons for Indiana State University, winning Player of the Year. He becomes the highest ever Saskatchewan-born Major League draft pick. Beck says his small-town Saskatchewan roots didn't make the path to the big leagues easy, but it was worth the journey.
It's always been a grind for me coming from where I'm from, playing multiple sports in high schools, going to Division II out of college, then transferring up to the Division I. It's always kind of just been head down, play baseball, and when the people catch up and recognize you, they'll recognize you, and just trust in the process. And the big thing I've always said that keeps me going is trying to be a role model for the Saskatchewan kids and show them that you come from a town of 1,000 an hour away from a city, that you can go out and still do big things. You can still get to places. You don't need to come the same route that everybody else comes from. And I kind of take that as a big thing I play for, and kind of my big reason why I keep pushing so hard.
Beck played 2 seasons with the Saskatoon Berries in 2024 and 25, and he's the first player from the team to be drafted to the majors.
Do you have a community event you would like to promote? Or maybe you'd like to draw attention to your organization. Let your local CTV station help you spread the word. Contact us at 306-922-6020 or email panews@ctv.ca. You can appear on CTV Prince Albert's News at 5 and get your message to our viewers.
Doctors are often asked to write sick notes for employees to be off work, but the requirements have shifted significantly in recent years. Now Germany's making waves by cracking down on what it says is rampant absenteeism. Alison Bamford has more on possible rule changes here in Canada.
When he's sick, tracking down a doctor's note is the last thing Mark Vogt wants to do.
It's a huge hassle.
His previous employer required one if he was sick for more than a couple of days.
And now I have to find some way to get that letter back to my employer. Meanwhile, I feel terrible. I just want to curl up and die.
Germany recently made it even harder for workers there to call in sick. New rules require a doctor's note on the very first day of their illness.
I don't think that's fair, and I wouldn't want to do that because it would be hard to make it to the doctor's office if you're so sick that you can't get to work.
The German government has previously complained of absenteeism being too high, and officials say this move will improve productivity. Business experts disagree.
I think there's a fundamental mistake when we equate time at work with productivity. You can go to work and be entirely unproductive.
Here in Canada, laws are going in the other direction, although the rules vary. Manitoba recently passed a bill that prevents employers from asking for sick notes unless employees are absent for more than a week. In Saskatchewan, BC, and Nova Scotia, it's more than 5 days, and in PEI and Ontario, it's 3 days. Alberta doesn't have any restrictions in place.
We're all adults, so if I'm phoning in sick, it's because I cannot be at work today, whether it's mental sickness or a cold.
The Canadian Medical Association has been advocating for years to eliminate doctors' notes for short-term illnesses. Sick notes can take about 10 minutes to complete, and on average, Canadian doctors can receive more than 130 requests every year.
That adds up to a lot of hours for physicians across this country that could be better spent looking after individuals and their loved ones with more acute care needs.
And employees agree that their time wasted waiting for a doctor's note could be better spent getting rest.
I would rather just my employer take it at face value.
Allison Bamford, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Doctors are being urged to watch more closely for anaplasmosis as tick-borne illnesses spread across eastern Canada. Researchers say the infection, which can be caused by the same black-legged ticks which spread Lyme disease, has symptoms similar to the flu and can cause serious symptoms if left untreated. A newly published case study shows an Ontario man made a full recovery after being treated with antibiotics. Health officials say the number of infections is rising because of growing tick populations in Ontario, Quebec, and Nova Scotia. Have you seen any ticks so far this year, Jeff?
Are you kidding? Yeah, no, it's like actually the short answer is yes. I shouldn't be so flippant. Yeah, I've seen a lot of ticks, you know, if you get out and about. And ticks are starting to be a bit more prevalent in the city. I did see a new tech control product, and I'm going to keep my eye on reviews on that to see if other people are using it and if it's working. We'll see.
I did hear about that. All right, Jeff, it's been 10 years since Pokemon Go players started their quest to catch them all.
We encourage connection and adventure in the game. The game doesn't work. We don't design it for you to sit on your couch and play alone.
They marked the anniversary in Times Square with a takeover. When Pokemon Go came out in 2016, it quickly became one of the biggest mobile games in history. And I don't know, did you play this game, Jeff? It was completely foreign to me.
Yeah, and even more foreign to this guy.
Yeah, at least people were out moving.
Exactly.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.